Hey, welcome. All my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right in my living room where I do what I do for you. Tonight, got a good, interesting subject for you. Let's do this. Writism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message in a story for life. Another one of life lessons. I got a good one for you. Hope you enjoy it. Let's go. Right Thinkers mission. I have a purpose, and my mission is to enlighten you, inspire you, educate you, and motivate you to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment, giving you understanding and knowledge of self to help you do better, to know yourself. Right Thinkers way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. And that's the question that I asked, and that's the answer you should have for yourself. If not, you should get to work. If knowing thyself, one of these characters are you. Do you know? Let's find out. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard that. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's why I do what I do. For you, I got you. A person who knows not and believes that they know, dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep. It's okay. I can wake them up. I'm the spiritual alarm clock. I got the knowledge that'll wake you up. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. Right thinkers, know thyself. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, you know the deal. Know thyself. And to my eye, be true. Yeah, that's my girl. You know how I feel about that. Right thinkers, you feel the same way when I get done. Okay, today, let's talk about you got believers, then you have knowers. Believers are fanatics. They hoop and holler, rant and rave on how good God is, and they praising the Lord, whacking all, how they call them holy rollers, okay? Holy rollers, okay. I don't have a problem with that. But it's the difference when you believe in God than when you know God. So, right thinkers, let's talk about believers versus knowers. Knowers in ancient time was called the Gnostics, spelled with a G. Gnostic. Ostic. Gnostics. That means knowing. They knew God. That's what they professed, and that's what they lived. Let's go. If you just believe in God, then you're just a fan of God, not a Gnostic, which is a knower, or right thinkers. Right thinkers, our goal is to find God for yourself. I don't want you to believe God because I say so, or right thinkers. No. You need to experience, understand, and gain the knowledge you need to know Him for yourself. And this little thing called living it. Okay? I don't believe in God. I know from my life experiences, God is real. Okay? That hidden force, that nature that causes it, I study, I learn, I know for myself. I just teach a concept and a viewpoint that I know for myself. You can take any route you want to know to find God. I don't have a problem with that. I have one. That's what I'm saying. All right. My studies and my life experience gave me the proof that I needed to prove what I'm doing now is good and on track. Why? It's real. That's why. If you're religious and you believe in God, that biblical God, that's your choice. By all means, I'm not condemning or critiquing nobody. I'm just saying to you, my God was before that biblical God. That's all. Same God, just that y'all view what He's mine and this be the Most High. I ain't got time for that. Okay, the God I respect, God I deal with, is the only one. That's why I keep it on the one. So whatever you profess, there's no other God. Okay, so understand that we also worshiping the same God. Always have been, always will be. God is not in the hands, in the words, God not in the words of a book. God is nature. God is life. God is living in all things that he created. Conception. Yeah. But belief in God, belief in God to have, but it's, let's see, belief is good to have, but it's not absolute. It's just BS. Not that one. Belief system. If you follow a system of belief, that's fine. No problem. But if you're not doing it right, you're not going anywhere. Okay? That's the difference. Your belief will change to knowing if you live right thinking philosophy, aka Mayat daily. Things will change and you will begin to understand. With knowledge of God, you can live, profess, and worship Him with good deeds, and that's what you do. Your karma is what God wants you to understand. I had a belief in God, but I didn't know God for myself until I started living right, doing the things I needed to do, and He made His presence known. If you think because you fall on your knees and pray to God that you're going to be blessed, please don't think that. Do some good deeds. Get up off your knees, put in some work, and you'll see change. That's how it's done. A belief system is only good to hold you back, not raise you up to a spiritual awakening. I'm giving you knowledge that you can be awakened to who you are with knowledge of self, not with a whole bunch of BS. All right. My ancient Egyptian knowledge gives me the knowledge of self, God. That predates the Bible by thousands of years. I'm just saying. BS is not a spiritual system. It would be SS. It just wants you to believe, not know. I don't care about belief. I'm not teaching what I believe. I'm teaching what I know. I can prove it. I can substantiate it. I can make my point. Simple. So, belief, I'm not going to ask you, well, just believe in right thinking. No way, no how. All right, here you go. Next one is knowing is having belief turned to experience. You can believe all you want, but until that belief is well founded in something that's of substance and proof, it's just a belief. My belief in God became and was proven when I became spiritually enlightened. That's when it happened for me. I don't know how it happened, where it happened for you, but I can guarantee you, I know how to get you to that point in your life if you follow. All right? Understand that. I fellowship with Christians at church and where I work. My spiritual family. That's who I associate with. That's who I break bread with. That's who I socialize with. At work, that's who I teach. Okay? We have a Christian concept which I have no problem with, but I just teach a different concept and viewpoint which predates the Christians. That's all. All right? What they believe in is the right, just like I have my right to believe. You can believe in Christianity. You can take it to the bank. I don't have a problem with that. I just won't be going with you. Understand that. That's all. When I go where I go, you ain't want to go there because you got your thing. So I have no problem with that. You do what you do. I do what I do. Excuse me. Excuse me. I know a spiritually enlightened Christians, they respect right thinking philosophy. That's how we get along. What I do and how I get to God don't make a difference to them. Why? Because I give them respect and we can fellowship and do God worshiping on the same level. That's why. Okay? I ain't going there. All right. I want you to know God for yourself. I don't want to preach to you and sell you a belief on this God. No, you need to know for yourself. I'm going to give you the information. I'm going to give you the tools to make that happen for you. That's what right thinking philosophy is all about. Not anti-religious, not anti-Christian or Jew or Muslim. Just I got information that predates all of those religious concepts. That's all. I keep telling you that. I'm going to continue to tell you that. Okay, we call spiritual science. Okay, is gaining spiritual knowledge, understanding spiritually, understanding God's, aka the self, the essence of who we are, nature, they called it, netter. All right, believers don't study to prove themselves worthy to minister their beliefs. They just want to spew them. Whenever somebody says something, they want to tell you how hard they believe and how sincere. You can save all that. Don't do nothing for me. Save it. If it works for you, that's fine, but you can spare me all that. I don't buy into it. That's all. I am a master teacher, aka sage. I can teach you what you need to know to get to God. Okay? Knowing thyself is obtaining spiritual knowledge, aka self knowledge, aka spiritual science. You have to study. You have to put the work in. You have to get understanding and knowledge that you can implement for yourself to prove for yourself what they're preaching to you or what they're trying to tell you. So the belief system, you find out for yourself with knowledge of self. The ability to become your best self, aka God-like, takes study, time, and work that you had to put in on a daily basis for a certain length of time to get good at it, aka to master it. Until then, you're practicing. I'm still practicing for greatness. I'm not the best I want to be, but I'm better than what I used to be, and I'm getting better every day. So that's how you chase greatness. I'm just saying. I worship God with good deeds and doing my right thinking and doing my right thing in my life personally on a day-to-day basis. Not every now and then, not when somebody's looking, not when it's, no, all the time. That's when, wrapping up, again, I appreciate you, but I'm hoping you're getting these lessons. When you believe, that means when you believe something, that means you don't know. Because if you got belief, it's all you got, you have no proof. Knowing something means you have proof. I'm a knower, not a believer. Which one are you? Let's go. I am a right thinking philosophy master, aka a Gnostic, aka a knower of God, not a believer in God. That's the choose. That's what I choose. Which one you on? You a believer or you a knower? That's your own question, rhetorical. Answer for yourself. There you go. Your belief in God without knowledge without knowledge or good deeds to show for it to you is a waste of time. Believing in Him with no works like prayer and nothing, so it's all the same thing. Right thinking implements and emphasizes on putting in the work daily. That's the difference. Okay, my knowledge of Him takes away the belief in Him. I know Him. I serve, worship, and as far as I'm concerned, work for Him, doing what I think is best by helping others to know Him. That's all. That's all I got for you. That's all. When you believe in yourself, you still have to prove yourself, that what you believe in yourself is real. So you have to put the work in, even if you believe in yourself. Okay, last one. I appreciate you getting tuned in. Spiritual knowledge will outrule belief system with truth every time. I speak the truth, aka from the heart, my canoe. That's what I do for you. I got more. I'll be back. You know the deal.